Alright, welcome back to another episode of This Football 2003 Career Mode, and this is episode 39. And I've been sitting here thinking, I think it's not my best thing, it's not my best accurate ability. However, here's the plan. I'm gonna play as many games as possible this episode, so this episode will probably be a longer one. But that is because of the fact that we need to wrap this series up. I didn't think I would sit here 39 episodes into the season and well, not into the season, but into the series. Didn't think that, so I think it's time to just jump in and play a few games, because a lot of the latest episodes has been maybe 3 or 4 games per episode. I think it's time to make a longer one. So we're starting off in the FA Cup against Watford. I have no idea how many games we will play. There is going to be a Carabao Cup Final somewhere. So this might just be a cup special, depending on there's a few league matches as well, but a snowy pitch against Watford. We're keeping the same team, at least the Debe. Start off with a dream start for us. I didn't even plan to record an episode today, but I was like, you know what? I am in the mood, and there's Carlos Tevez 2-0. So I was like, you know what? Let's just do this. So I have everything needed going forward with episodes. So that's my plan. Carlos Tevez. So I'm just gonna record as much as I feel I can do in one episode. It might be a longer one. In advance, I do apologize if it's a long one, but I don't care that much, to be fair. Carlos Tevez 3-0, 17 minutes in. We're destroying Watford here. Pretty much like a team should do these days, because Watford is pretty trash, IRL. In my opinion. Kind of an overrated team that just tends to be going upside down in the Premier League and Championship. Over and over and over. It's Debe against Sean Dyche. Hits the post. So like I said, I'm just gonna do as many games as possible in this episode, and we'll see how long this episode will be. I have an hour to record stuff, so if we can get an hour episode in, I'll be very happy. We're dominating Watford as we should be doing. You might be thinking, why are you not simulating games in this game? Well, here's the thing. If I start simulating now, it will affect the team, because the game is biased towards that. They don't want you to simulate. If you simulate, you might get a win, then maybe you get a draw, and then you start losing, because that's how this game works. It tends to punish the player for not playing. It's not like the modern FIFA games where it actually allows you to simulate and win games like that. We're leading 3-0 in the FA Cup against Watford. Pretty comfy lead, if I may say so myself. Early goals definitely sealed the deal. Cap just bombs it in. What a banging goal. Ian Andrews.
Loses possession. Dispossessed. Plays the easy ball.
Here's Olise Debe. 4-0 against Watford. I feel like that's okay. I do plan to score more goals here, but I mean, if we don't score more goals than 4, I'll be happy still. So it tends to be the second half tends to be less goals and more of a slop. It tends to be like that.
on his thigh. We've reached the halfway point of the second half.
Mello finds Elisa Debe, who looks out on the wing here, where Carlos Tevez is just dominating, and we're down. Elisa Debe
Clears it.
close enough to pick up the ball, but I decided not to do it. Let's waste some time.
Takes it away.
Wayne Bridge
Takes it on his chest.
with William
Ball
Gallas.
inside. Knocks it wide.
Wasting some time here. Doesn't matter too much. Gallas, Wayne Bridge, Lampard, Capu,
It's a measure.
Tevez.
Outside the box. Great stop.
Like I said, I plan to buy a new player, but there is just no player that I really want to buy. And I've tried to buy a few players, and all the teams are saying no. And it's kind of sad, because it would be fun to like
Hits it.
get another player into the team, so you have a full bench with just like players you recognize. That ain't happening though.
Has a shot. Good stop by the keeper.
Unless I like for some reason just go and buy a random player. That could also happen. I'm not ruling anything out.
Puts it over the bar.
As we're still not scoring anything.
Unbelievable error. Hits the ball high and long.
Final whistle should be coming up here anytime soon. And there it is, final whistle. We just absolutely hammered Watford. And that's the first win from the first game of this episode done. Like I said before, I do appreciate all the positive feedback on all the episodes. Adebayo's back. The semi-final for the Carabao Cup is done. Osaka wants to buy Essien, and Trondheim wants to buy Capu. No, we're not doing this lifestyle. Refuse bid. Oliver Capu is important. Essien sure is not playing much, but I'd rather just have him in the team still. Carabao Cup Final against Blackburn. So I guess we're playing against Millwall, West Ham, both fixtures against La Coruña. The Newcastle game and the League Cup Final against Blackburn. That could be a thing. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. 6, 7. Yes, I had to say it like that, because that's what all the cool kids does. Millwall, Andrews, Adams, bringing back the injured Adebayor, who's finally back from injury. Millwall, I feel like I play you all the time. It's time to seal the deal, because I'm pretty sure this is the final time we play Millwall, unless we get to play Millwall in the FA Cup somewhere down the line. I highly doubt so. But either way, like I said earlier, I do appreciate all the positive feedback on all the episodes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed new thumbnails instead of the boring logo and all that stuff we used to do. And Carlos Tevez says, I appreciate the new thumbnails because I'm part of one of them. Tevez, early goal against Millwall.
Knocks it wide. Plays the ball inside.
It feels like I always play away games. It doesn't feel like I play enough home games, which is, you know, it evens out during the season, I guess, but it just doesn't feel like I play at home at all.
Looks inside. Loses possession.
Not much going on yet. We scored a goal and that's it.
Roberts gets tackled.
Pretty sloppy first half. Not much going on. Here's Carlos Tevez again.
Gives the ball away. Dispossessed.
I thought we would dominate Millwall even harder, but nope, not yet.
Shoots.
But there it is, 2-0, Felipe Melo. I think the last time we played Millwall, was it the game we ended up being like 1-0 down early on against Millwall, and we really had to fought our way through to win.
Loses the ball.
I think it was something weird like that in the last fixture. I think that was like 2 episodes ago, or maybe was it the last episode? I honestly do not remember. Carlos Tevez trying to find the shot through. Get it. Oh my good lord, Howard did. Okay. Great tackle by Ian Hart. Good job by Lampard here. This should be a goal. Oh, well, never mind. What I thought would be an easy goal for Frank Lampard. Lampard did not become an easy goal. That's unfortunate.
Gains possession. It's a measured ball.
Carlos Tevez.
Shoots.
Oh baby, that would have been a beautiful goal if that managed to get through. What a beautiful goal that would have been. Lelikin whips it in. And there's Carlos Tevez. 3-0. Let's go, baby. 3-0 against Millwall away in the first half. I seriously couldn't have a better first half. Adebayor, haven't seen much from him since he returned from injury. Oh my god. The post stands in the way for Tevez. Adebayor, Elisa David. There's Tevez again. Tevez in a great mood. Wayne Bridge rips it in. There's Oliver Kapu. Trondheim wanted to buy him. He said, I'm not leaving. Adebayor. Elisa David. Frank Lampard. Tried to sneak one in. Lampard whips it in. Carlos says he's probably not the player we're looking for to actually score with an header, but Peter Drury, the commentator in this game, overacts. Like, he's just like overreacting all the time. Unbelievable. Like, dude, it wasn't that bad. That was bad though. Adebayor, please.
It's the long ball. Roberts gets tackled.
Here's Adebayor again. Elisa David. No goal for Elisa David here. Or did he score a goal in the first half? I don't remember, to be fair. I do not remember. Chiellini. Wait, Chiellini is playing? Huh, interesting. Elisa David with the header. Why is Chiellini? Is he... Wait, is he and Hart not playing? Huh, so it's been Chiellini the whole time dominating. Okay. Oh well. I haven't really paid attention that Ian Hart is not in the lineup. Oh well. A final win, Tevez with 2 goals, Melo, Capu, and Elisa David. Elisa David managed to sneak one in. It was like, there's no way I'm going through a whole episode without, you know, not scoring in like every game. He's like, I need to compete with Carlos Tevez here. And now we're going to go through to this. Hey, no bid on my players for once. Well, Chiellini got some play time, that's for sure. But we're bringing in the good old Ian Hart. We're playing against West Ham. I'm just going to go, like, here's the thing. I shouldn't do this. Waste time in an episode like this. But I just want to put in a different player on the bench. Let me just see if we can find somebody to buy. It's pissing me off that we have, like, like you all know for a fact that I love Ian Andrews, but it's kind of annoying that we still have him on the bench. You know what? We're buying Darren Bent if we can. I don't give a crap. Get Bent. Darren Bent. Looks like we might not be able to buy him. Okay, well they definitely want to keep him. Well, that kind of blew. That ruined my whole idea. Where's Peter Crouch? Where's Crouchy? Hello, Peter Crouch. I know you're in the game, my dude. Am I tripping? Wait, are they down here? Okay, he's not. Well, that kind of sucked. Is there any good attacker in the French league that we could probably just buy for the fun of it? John Utaka could buy him. Florian Maurice. You know what? I'm gonna go to Belgian league. I don't think they have a good enough. No. Argentine league. We did buy Tevez from here, so you never know. Diego Milito is worth too much money. Shula Amiyobi in the Argentine league. Are they kidding me? Like, are they for real? Anybody here that we can buy that's a fun name that we all recognize and love and can just have fun with? Igor Budan, I recognize. Soren Larsen, Alexander Frey, Mads Junker. You know what, I'm gonna see if I can buy Frey. I don't remember if I put the bid in for Frey. He's not the best player out there. They want more money. No, there's no way I'm buying him for even more money. There's just no way. La Coruña is no cheap striker. Ray Mackey. We're playing La Coruña here soon, so it would be like an enormous giga brain play to buy a player from you. See, now you get some action from the transfer market as well in this episode. I didn't plan to do this, but I really would just like one player just stand out and just be mine. I did say this was gonna be a longer episode, but I don't think it would be me browsing the market to just find a player to just freaking buy. Enrico Chiesa, Marco Del Vecchio, Marcelo Salas, Luca Toni, Di Natale. Dude, Adrian Mutu is just so expensive. Can I manage to buy him for all my money I have? Nope. Why would it be possible? Like, why? German second league. Is there anybody here? Not really. German league. Please tell me there is somebody here. I'm wasting time. But I love it. Let's go to Dutch league. Jari Litmanen. Dirk Kate. You have stats like a 5-year-old. But I recognize your name at least. Well, I guess we're not buying any player. I guess we're just gonna stick with what we have and just cry about it, because we're gonna have to play this game against West Ham. Now I've wasted too much time by browsing the market. So we're already up to 20 minutes this episode. But it's fine. West Ham. It's pretty much the same team that last time we played them. Not much has changed. I mean, we changed one thing in our lineup. We switched out Chiellini for Ian Hart, because for some reason I thought I had Ian Hart in lineup. Oh well. LOL. Let's see if we can beat West Ham. It's another away game.
He hits it.
Carlos Tevez, 1-0. Absolutely diabolical when he's in this mood. Can't argue about his skills, that's for sure. Mellow. Gets wrestled down like a WWE wrestler. Here comes Jermaine Defoe. But we have Peter Cech, so I'm never worried. Ian Hart. Sloppy pass, but Messi could go to Mellow and not bounce on a West Ham player. Here's Adebayor. Here's Lampard. Here's Tevez. Rushbury in the West Ham goal. I don't know who you are, but you can let a goal through. One more at least. I guess we just stuck with the team we have. I could have bought Fry for more money than he's worth, but I feel like I don't want to get robbed out. What the fuck was that? I don't feel like overpaying for players. I know I've done that in the past with like Barzagli many episodes ago, but I don't feel like doing that again. Mellow, 2-0. Great tackle by Ian Hart. This time around it was Hart.
Oh, that's great keeping. He goes out for a corner. It's the cross. Hits it away. The referee's given a free kick. He shoots. Superb.
Is that Joe Cole?
Just scrapes the post, unlucky.
Because it looks like Joe Cole, but I'm not sure if it was Joe Cole.
Plays the ball down the middle.
But it would make sense if it was Joe Cole. Holy crap! Holy Christ! What a tackle!
That's the end of the first half.
First half done. Not much going on. We're in the lead,
Free kick has been awarded.
like we always are, I would say. But not much more than that. Like seriously, pretty crappy first half. Also, I've noticed that thing now, like a few times now, which I haven't really paid attention to or even mentioned. But like, when you get a free kick, the clock keeps on ticking, right? Until you start like, maybe like the seconds before you kick the ball, it stops, which is also weird. Like, look at the clock right now. Look at the clock. Now it freezes. Like, it makes no sense.
Fails to find his target. Elisa Debe keeps it simple.
Just a cool, funny feature, I guess.
Hits it. Great stop by the goalkeeper.
Well, I don't know if it's a funny feature, but it's... Okay, so apparently that was a tackle on the ball. I was not sure myself, but it was obviously on the ball there. Tevez gets stuck.
Plays the ball inside. Good tackle. Lays it on.
Not much going on here.
Bridge. Pass is square. Played that well. The pass is cut out. Plays the easy ball. Elisa Debe. Simple pass.
Adebayor has been, like, ever since he came back from the injury, he has been very anonymous.
Gives it away.
Not much going on from his side.
Has a shot.
Well, there's Adebayor only because I mentioned his name and he scores. So hashtag believe, like don't listen to the doubters, I guess. Adebayor again. Here's Tevez.
Has a go. Oh, and
Outside the
that was
post.
only inches away.
That'd be a beautiful goal if that managed to go in.
It's the long ball. Takes it on his chest. Controls the through ball.
And that is 3-0. Another win in the bag. What can you say? It might not always be the most sexiest wins we get, but we still managed to win. And at the end of the day, that is all that we need. We just need to win. Chiellini, Melo, and Capu. Alright, well, there's a lot of bids from our players again. Chiellini, no. I know he's worth more money. Firenze wants Melo, no. Capu, we're not selling Oliver Capu. Dream on. Playing Newcastle. Are we supposed to play Newcastle here? Oh. So they managed to squeeze in a cup game against FA Cup game against. Okay. Okay, well. I guess we're just playing this game as well. We're gonna play a lot of Newcastle in this episode. We're keeping the same team. I don't feel like there's any point in changing anything. So because we're not gonna change anything, we're not doing it. Because it would make no sense in the world to you know, change something that works. That would be pretty stupid, if I may say so.
Hello, I'm Peter Drury.
Yes, Peter Drury, you're gonna probably roast our players again. Away game again, by the way. Have we even? I don't think we've played a single home game in this episode. We started off with the Watford game away. We played against West Ham away. We played against Millwall away. Now we're playing against Newcastle away. And I'm pretty sure the game in the league that we're gonna play against Newcastle as well is the away game. The only home game we will have this episode is the game against La Coruña in the Champions League, because we are forced to at least have one home game.
Hits it. Fabulous stop by the keeper. It's a huge ball. Brings the ball down.
On the road again.
The easy ball.
There's Lampard. There's Elise Debe. Shea Given doing Shea Given things.
We're now halfway through the first half. Turns as he chests it.
Elise Debe finds Adebayor. Can you do anything? Not really. Not much going on in this FA Cup game. They create a few chances, but nothing of the more dangerous opportunities. Wayne Bridge. This should be a goal. And there it is. Elise Debe. Wayne Bridge gets do a, like, you know, create an assist for once. He doesn't follow up a lot often into the offense, but he did for once. Ian Hart, solid tackle, but really poor pass. Solid tackle again though. Adebayor. With a sloppy pass. And the final whistle of the first half should be now, and then there it is. Very boring first half.
Short pass. Good tackle. Dispossessed. Keeps it simple.
Adebayor.
Easy ball.
Oliver Capu.
Shot.
Hits the post.
Clears it.
He has a cracking shot, to be fair.
The pass is cut out. Hooks the ball away.
Here's Elise Debe. Where's my players? Lampard's over here. Why is Tevez so far out on side? Like I don't get it. Now like the first half is almost over as well. And you know what? I'm gonna just do like this. It's so sloppy out there that I'm just gonna do. We're gonna bring out Adebayor, Team Cahill, Michael Essien, switch those two aside, make a few substitutions, see what happens. Capu, Tevez, and there's nothing going on there again.
We've reached the halfway point of the second
Tevez.
Pass was intercepted. The referee has arrived on the scene.
That's a rough tackle by Carlos Tevez. But on the other hand, we got to do our substitution, so our players we brought in will actually get more playtime. Like Essien, who have barely played. Same with Team Cahill. Felipe Melo. Ian Andrews. Here's Lisa Debe. Here's Tevez. What a save by Shea Given.
The ball away.
William Gallas gets stuck.
Easy pass. Keeps it simple.
Great tackle by Lily King. Now he's blocks of shot as well. Or pass. Ian Andrews. Come on, Andrews.
Short pass.
Here's Tim Cahill.
Fires it in. Excellent stop by the keeper.
And that's the game. Just a single 1-0 goal win, even. How much ad time did he add? Like seriously, just blow the whistle, ref. We all know that you're so happy with blowing the whistle early in this game that I'm actually surprised you didn't do it earlier. Or faster for that matter. Well, another win. We're through to the next round of FA Cup. Now we're gonna jump into the Champions League. Deportivo La Coruña, another away game. We like traveling away. On the road again. Okay, La Coruña away. Jorge Andrade, Capdevilla, Valeron, Ducher, Tristan, Luque, I think that's how you, Mackie, Molina, Amawisca, Yunami, Juanmi, I think that's how you pronounce his name. I recognize most of the, like a lot of players in La Coruña.
It's the visitors to kick off. The match is underway. Olisa Debe.
Can we get a, I was gonna say, can we get a quick start to this game? This game is very important. We need to score a lot of, well, not a lot of them. We need to score away goals. Olisa Debe. Great attempt, great start. Mello. Wayne Bridge. What the hell happened there? How did Wayne Bridge lose the ball there? Well, still keep the ball here.
Free kick has been awarded.
Free kick is a Felipe Melo situation.
Shoots.
And that ball gets stuck.
Slides in.
Nice flick. And there's Tevez. Another shot gets blocked by La Coruña. Ian Hart. Tevez. Shot gets blocked, and then Molina saves. At least we're applying pressure, but we're not scoring the goals we need against Deportivo La Coruña.
Olisa Debe. Plays the ball inside.
Tevez.
Shoots.
No goal. This time he, okay, Adebayor. Oh my god, Molina's just man of the match already. Can I even score against Molina? Holy shit. There it is, Frank Lampard, Super Frank. There it is.
The pass is cut
After
out.
like 900 attempts in the first half, we finally managed to score a very important first goal as well.
That's the end of the first half.
First half though, we had 10 shots on target, like seriously.
Pass is square.
We only managed to score 1 goal.
Good tackle.
Great tackle by Ledley King.
Elisa Debe.
Come on, Elisa Debe, you should be faster than Cesar.
Keeps it simple.
Lampard. Adebayor's not running.
Clears the ball.
Also, he's on the wrong side of the pitch. There's Adebayor.
Good stop.
Cracking save, cracking shot.
For a corner. Hart
Ian Hart, whip it in. Nope, get stuck.
plays the easy ball.
Lampard, shot gets
Plays
blocked.
it forward.
Now there's a counter-attack going on, but there's Wayne Bridge with an amazing clear, tackle.
Elisa Debe.
There's
Knocks
Debe.
it wide.
There's Carlos Tevez, whips it in.
Easy save for the keeper.
Molina's there again. It's like a freaking brick wall there, back there.
Brings the ball down. Elisa Debe.
Another amazing save by Molina.
Out for a corner.
I'm actually amazed by his skills here. Ian Hart
Superb tackle.
got tackled down.
The ref in.
Gonna actually make some substitutions here, see if we can actually score another goal. SGN Cahill. Bring in Bocanegra instead of Ledley King. Molina's just amazing in this game, apparently. But we have that important win and the important away goal at the moment, so maybe I should switch out Adebayor.
Plays the ball inside.
What a letdown it's been.
Gains possession. Lays it on.
Here is Carlos Tevez against Jorge Andrade. He plays it a little bit simple. Here's Adebayor.
Short pass.
Elisa Debe.
Elisa Debe. Excellent.
It's like a freaking cat back there. Molina.
Huge kick.
We end up with just a 1-0 goal.
That's a
1-0 win. And while this game is switching over, I'll be right back. Alright, let's see. Godoy Cruz wants Michael Essien. And every team wants Oliver Capu. I mean, I can't blame them. Capu's been really good, so... It is, however, annoying that they just want to buy my players and I can buy a single player. I was like a little bit afraid that I managed to fuck up and sell him. Newcastle, away in the league game. Every game is away. Same team we faced last time. Well, I guess Bellamy was not playing from the start. I think they played Lua last time. I wonder who that court guy is. I have no idea who that is. Not a player I recognize.
Speaking to you live from this fan. It's the visitors to kick off. Elisa Debe. Short pass.
Tevez.
He's such a powerful striker of the ball, and that was one of his best.
Absolute clinical.
Into the lead.
Great start against Newcastle again.
Takes the ball away. Bellamy!
Well, Craig Bellamy said, do you know what?
Equaliser.
We can score goals on you as well.
It's simple.
Been a while since Czech let a goal in. Here's Tevez again.
It's a precise pass. Good stop by the keeper. Ball's gone off for a corner. Bridge.
Wayne Bridge.
Plays the ball inside.
Here's Adebayor.
Shot.
Oh, baby.
The opportunity was there, and he took it super.
From a weird angle and with the attacker in his back, Adebayor managed to score. Good job, Adebayor.
Loses possession. Hooks the ball away. Plays the easy
Here's
ball.
Ian Hart with an amazing tackle. Here's Adebayor again. Here's Adebayor.
Shoots. Good stop by the
Got his shot off on target, but got tackled from behind. I feel like that should have been a penalty.
Bridge.
Wayne Bridge.
This is square.
Adebayor.
Elisa Debe.
Elisa Debe 3-1 when Shea Givens like all lost in his goal
Intercepted.
with all the shots that was fired in a short second. Open goal. Elisa Debe is there. Who else?
It's a
There's
measured
Tevez again.
Shoots. Good stop.
Adebayor.
Good
Oh,
stop.
great save by Given again.
Gives it away. Elisa Debe takes a shot.
Outside the
It's wide of
post.
the
Not a bad attempt.
Hits the ball high and long, but fails to find his target. Dispossessed. Pass was intercepted. Gains possession.
No luck there, however.
Elisa Debe. That's the
We have
end
a
of the first half.
3-1 lead against Newcastle in the first
Puts
half.
the ball down. Good tackle.
After this game, we have the important second leg against Deportivo La Coruña. Oliver Capu.
Box.
What an amazing shot he has.
Keeps it simple. Knocks it wide. Flicks the ball away.
Lampard advancing. Passes backwards. Elisa Debe.
Elisa Debe.
There's Shea Given.
Stop by the keeper. It's a huge kick. Takes it on his thigh. Plays the easy ball. Elisa Debe.
Elisa Debe. Inside the Bayor. Capu. Capu's advancing.
That's a penalty. The referee's approaching.
Penalty.
And he's given a yellow card.
Elisa Debe with the penalty.
Sent the goalie the wrong way.
5-1.
We've reached the halfway point of the second.
And that's an annoying, completely unnecessary free kick. We're gonna bring in Ian Anders. We're gonna bring in Tim Cahill. We're gonna bring in Chiellini instead of Wayne Bridge. So Chiellini gets some more playing time. I like Chiellini in this game. Might not have the best stats, but still enjoy Chiellini as a player.
Flicks it on. Plays the ball down the middle.
There's Tevez.
Shoots. Great stop.
Late tackle by an already yellow carded, like with a Aaron Hughes, with a who already has a yellow card. Needs to be careful there. Not that I can complain if he got a yellow card.
Puts in a centre. Puts it over the bar. He should at least have hit the
Bellamy
target
with
there.
a really bad miss. Shearer goes off. Lua goes on. Tevez against Bramble. Tevez.
Slides Lays it on. That's into touch for a
Hopefully we don't get another injury on Tevez. He's been out for 12 games this season, like in this series already.
It's intercepted.
Just this season in general.
And that's the full-time whistle.
We got ourselves a 5-1 win against Newcastle away. Now we have the second game of the Champions League fixture. Another bid for Michael Essien. God damn. You guys want my players all the time. Finally a home game, by the way. We're just gonna keep the same team. There's no point in changing. The nightmare himself, Molina. They haven't changed anything in their lineup. We're not changing anything in our lineup. There's no point. We need to have our strongest side on the pitch against La Coruña, because we didn't get a big enough win away to like even do any funny stuff. We only won with 1-0 because Molina was like, do you know what? I am a great keeper.
The pass is cut out. Slides.
Great tackle by William Gallas. Mello is very offensive.
Keeps it simple.
Tevez.
The shot. Good stop by the keeper. Shoots.
There it is. Early goal this time around. Carlos Tevez, assisted by Adebayor.
And that goal
Went through the legs on Molina. Or through his hands at least.
flicks the ball away. Knocks it wide. Good
Ian Art.
lays it on.
Adebayor.
Pass.
Police Debe. Here's Carlos Tevez.
To go.
2-0.
They could
The
get
curse of Molina is over.
2 goals already.
The only thing we need to do is playing at home.
Dispossessed. Plays it forward.
Have our
It's cut
own
out.
fans in backing us up.
Gains possession. It's a measured ball.
Here's
Throws it
Tevez again.
forward.
He's in a great mood this game.
Takes a shot.
And there it is.
That's his hat-trick.
Hat-trick Carlos Tevez.
Plays the easy ball. Solid tackle.
Here's Alice Debe.
Debe. Gives the ball away. Galeron gets tackled. Takes the ball.
Here's Gallas, very offensive. Not very... Alice Debe before now. We're just destroying La Coruña at home. We had so many issues playing against them away. Now we're just destroying them at home.
He hits it. Tremendous shot.
Carlos
Caught it perfectly.
Tevez.
And how it flew.
4th goal of the game. Alice Debe, you need to watch out. Tevez is coming for the golden boot.
Feigns right.
However, he goes off injured. He's injured. Carlos Tevez injured again. Fuck. Crap. Ian Andrews goes in. Crap.
A substitution is about to be made. He's definitely been limping out there. He must have picked up a knock. This is a risky place to concede a free kick. Shoots! Good
Bad
shot
free
by
kick, but Ian Andrews managed to get something out of it. Tevez goes off injured after scoring 4 amazing goals.
Controls the through ball. The ref indicates
Hopefully,
free kick to be taken.
hopefully it's not a serious injury. Because I mean, if it is, I need to break the bank. I don't give a crap who we're trying to get.
Shoots! Good stop.
I'll try and buy somebody. I do not care.
Plays the ball inside. Keeps it simple. Flicks the ball away. Knocks it wide. Made that well.
Even if I just buy something like Andy Cole or Dwight York or someone like that. Ian Dublin. Ian Andrews with a banging goal. 6-0.
Stoppable shot. The keeper had no chance. Good tackle.
Adebayor. Here's Mello.
Shoots! Good stop by the keeper. Ball's gone off for a corner. Hart.
Ian Hart whips it in.
But not enough accuracy.
Another corner, right? Yes, it is.
Hart gets it across. Goes for the
Oh,
header.
oh my God!
Ah,
How?
goal! He just needs half a chance. And
This might be the goal of the season right here because it's so stupid. Back-to-back crossbars, clearance, just clears it right into, like, as hard as possible into Olise Davis' face and bounces in 7-0.
dispossessed.
One of the most funniest goals of the season, like in this whole series. God damn. Capu.
Shoots.
There's 8-0. This is our biggest win, by the way. We haven't scored more than 7 in a goal in a episode.
Play on, says the ref. Gains possession.
I think we might just, you know,
Short pass inside.
keep the title, the Champions League title, in our hands if we keep on playing like this. I don't know who we'll face in the next round, however, but
Into injury time at this point.
Olise Davis, energy is in his legs still.
Easy pass. Shoots.
There's 9-0.
Finish was
Ian Andrews.
absolutely clinical. Makes the tackle. Hooks the ball away. And that's the full-time whistle. That's an excellent
What a
win.
crushing win. Tevez with 4 goals, Olise Davis with 2 goals, Ian Andrews with 2, and Capo with 1. Holy crap. Well, it's time to figure it out. For how long will Carlos Tevez be injured? How many episodes, games, do we miss out on having Tevez in our team? That's his 3rd injury, by the way. Moment of truth. Apparently not that injured. Apparently he can still already play against Blackburn, so I'm very happy. No, we're not selling Chiellini. Oh, good lord. We're playing against Liverpool in the FA Cup. We have played against Liverpool so many times as of late. And we're just gonna play against Liverpool once again. Funny enough, we're gonna play against Liverpool in the FA Cup, and then we play Leeds, and then we play Liverpool again. Funny how that ends up being a thing, but okay. Blackburn League Cup Final, Carabao Cup. Let's bring home the title. We have played against Blackburn in semi-finals, and I think we have played Blackburn in one of the finals, like last season, I think. We have a good team, but we know for a fact that we have a better team. I'm so happy that Tevez is not out injured forever now. We're using the same team because I know I can trust this team. Time to bring home another title.
It's intercepted. Cole, good tackle. Knocks it wide.
Ian Andrews, however, he came in on the pitch, injured Carlos Tevez. And I was like, you know what, I can score a few goals for you. And now he's like back on the bench again.
Hooks the ball away. Olise Davis. The pass is cut out.
Life of being Ian Andrews.
Dispossessed.
Super sub. It's our Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Gains possession.
You are my Solskjaer. William Gallas with his first goal.
Taken from close range. Not
I don't know
spectacular.
why he's that up in the field, but he scores his first goal, and it's an important goal because it's Carabao Cup Final goal.
Keeps it simple. Passes square. Shoots. Oh, that's great keeping.
I'm happy for the guy.
Gone off for a corner. Gets the cross in. Gets ahead to it.
Lampard with the header.
Completely misses the target. Unbelievable error. Hits the ball high and long. Elisa Debe keeps the ball away. Duff. Plays the easy ball. Elisa Debe.
No goal for Tevez yet. Maybe he's still feeling the injury. Okay, dude.
Foul. The referee has arrived on the scene.
They're so playing so dirty against Tevez. Mello. Can you score a free kick goal? No, the shot gets blocked again. However, Mello.
Great stop by the goalkeeper. Opts for the big kick. Plays the ball down the middle. Simple pass.
Tevez.
Shot. Tremendous shot. He caught it perfectly, and how it flew.
2-0. Right before halftime.
Solid tackle. Takes it on his chest. Short pass. Olisa Debe.
Olisa Debe right outside the post.
Like it just might make it in, but no, it's gone by. It's the long ball, but fails to find his target.
Final whistle of the first half.
Keeps it simple. Cole. Nice footwork.
Nicely done by Jansen. Oh my good lord.
Post.
That's a cracking shot there.
Elisa Debe. Two-guy. Short pass. Hooks the ball away.
Great tackle by Wainbridge.
Plays it forward.
Here's Carlos Tevez versus Taylor.
Ball goes out.
Hanningberg. Gallas.
Duff clears it.
There's
Keeps
Wainbridge.
it away.
Here's Adebayor.
Shoots.
Brad
Excellent
Friedel
stop
with
by
the save.
keeper.
Not much going on in the second half so far.
Brings the ball down.
Tevez.
Shoots.
From no angle.
Puts the ball away with minimum fuss. A superb
Look at this
try.
goal by Tevez. There's like no angle at all. 3-0 Carlos Tevez. Tevez has just been on a different level this episode.
The easy ball. Passes square. Has a go. Great stop by the goalkeeper. That's a huge
A 3-0 goal should seal the deal, by the way.
turns as he
This
checks it.
League Cup,
Elisa Debe.
Carabao Cup title should be ours. Adebayor
Box.
tries a goal, go for a goal himself. Not far away.
Takes it on his thigh. Bridge.
Wainbridge.
There's the shot. Good stop by the keeper.
There are making substitutions I can make. Even though it's like, there's no real point in making these substitutions at this point in time. But we're bringing in Boccanegra and Chiellini and bringing in good old Michael Essien as well. There's no real point in doing this, but eh. Essien finds Tevez. He comes in and just you know what? I want an assist. I don't play him in, like that much these days, so I want to create an assist. That's all that happens.
That's it. They've won the cup. A superb
Carabao Cup winners again.
They really are worthy champions.
That's a big ass trophy for being the Carabao Cup trophy. Gallas and Carlos Tevez with an hat-trick. What an episode this has been. A very long one compared to like the previous shorter ones. But sometimes that's all you need. $3 million. We got 3 million. I mean, I'll take 3 million. Maybe we can actually afford a player. Fixture screen. Okay, there's some funny transfer business going on. No, we're not selling Chiellini. We're not selling Capu to Blackburn that we just beat. And we're not selling Michael Essien. Ain't happening, good sir. Alright, next. Piraeus. What team is that? That's a Greece team from Greece, right? Piraeus. Team. Oh, okay, so that's Olympiacos. So we're playing Olympiacos in Champions League. So my plan is, next episode, I'm gonna play a Charlton game this episode as well, because it just makes more sense to call it off like here. So I'm gonna play against Liverpool, Olympiacos, Leeds, Olympiacos, Liverpool, and probably Aston Villa as well. Next episode. So we're starting to like get really close to the end part of the season. So I'm just gonna play the game against Charlton. I'm actually gonna give a few players that haven't played much as of late. Gonna throw in Bocanegra. You know what? Instead of playing Bridge, I'm gonna do like this. We're gonna throw in Michael Essien. We're gonna throw in Team KL as well. So we're gonna end the episode with playing against Charlton. So this episode is like will be like a 1 hour 10 minutes probably, but we made so much progress. And we, like, realistically, like, I don't want this series to end or anything like that, but if this episode, like, if this series is actually going to end before June 10th, which I need it to be, we need to do episodes like this as well. However, I think the series ends when you win the Premier League. If it doesn't, it's up to you guys to decide if we're going to continue playing this. Tevez starts off with an amazing start to the game. We get stuck on our players. It was Chiellini that got stuck. Chiellini is, you know what? I'm gonna try a shot myself. Bocanegra. Essien. Tevez. Try to go for a cheeky goal like we did last game from a no angle. Tevez. Chiellini with a great save.
We've reached the halfway point of the first half. Son, good tackle. Plays the ball inside. Played that well.
Essien.
Shoots!
Michael Essien. He came in on the pitch last game and got himself an assist. And now it's like, you know what? I'm going to bang in a goal. And he does so.
Keeps it simple.
I'm happy for the guy.
Plays the easy ball. Elisa Debe.
He doesn't play much these days, but whenever he does play, he creates stuff. Oh my god. Adebayor with no luck with the header. Only 1-0 against Charlton, but on the other hand, sometimes that's all you need. Tevez with bringing on the free kick against us. Bocanegra is there to clean up the mess. And that's 1-0 in the first half.
Visitors to kick off. Good tackle.
After I've done this game is done and I save and I cut recording, we need to figure out the thumbnail for this episode. God knows what it will be, but we'll figure something out. Elisa Debe. Bad execution.
That's a huge kick. Brings the ball down.
Well, not bad itself, but Elisa Debe. Adebayor's not fast enough.
Kicks the ball away.
Tevez. There's 2-0, Carlos Tevez. I wonder if Tevez will actually manage to win the Golden Boot compared to Elisa Debe. Based on how many goals you've scored the last few episodes.
Takes a shot.
Oh, right outside the post again.
Just wide of the post.
I need to check the stats before we wrap this episode up.
But fails to find
Can be interesting to see how much Tevez have created and how many goals Elisa Debe have done. Oh my good lord, what a tackle.
out for a corner.
That's a tackle and a half if I ever seen one. Carlos Bocanegra.
Plays the ball inside.
Adebayor.
That's a great stop.
I think Kale even touched the ball this episode. Like this series, like this match. Like,
Elisa Debe keeps it simple.
I'm pretty sure I brought Tevez, well, not Tevez,
Elisa
Team
Debe.
Kale on. There he is.
There's the shot. Oh, that's great keeping.
I haven't really noticed him whatsoever.
Elisa Debe. Clears
Elisa
it,
Debe in the post.
but gives it away. He hits it. Good
What a
sweep.
weird shot that was.
Clears the ball.
Only 2-0 against Charlton, but it's another win. And at the end of the day, that's all we need. At the end of the day. Let's go and check some stats out before we wrap this episode up. We have 16.6 million, by the way. Just saying. Lineup. Let's see. Peter Cech conceded 14 goals over 4,140 minutes. Ian Hart, 2 assists. Bocanegra has only played 824 minutes this whole season. Gallas scored his first goal. He's played every game. Chiellini, 2 assists. 1 shot on target. Starting to wrap up some minutes now. Mello, 13 goals, 12 assists. Pretty much basically what he did last season. I like the guy. Tim Cahill, 4 goals, 7 assists. Haven't played much, but still great stuff. Essien, 3 goals, 2 assists. Not much minutes in his legs either. Adebayor, 17 goals, 12 assists. Elisa Debe, 56 goals, 38 assists. Tevez, 20 goals behind. So it might be a bit tough for Tevez to keep up, but you never know. They're the king. 2 assists. Wayne Bridge, 5 assists. Frank Lampard, 8 goals, 5 assists. Oliver Capu, 14 goals, 25 assists. He is just that damn good. Ian Andrews, 8 goals and 10 assists. I mean, he doesn't play much, so I'm not too surprised. Alan Adams has only played 14 minutes, but in those 14 minutes, he had 1 shot on target. And he did score. Packham played 74 minutes before he went off injured as well. And he scored 1 goal on 1 shot on target. Otherwise, everybody else in the team have not played. So, yeah. Competition update. We are probably, well, I mean, I would say we are champions of Premier League at this point. Which team is looking like relegation? West Bromwich, Millwall, and Charlton at the moment. And I'm going to go and save. See, you guys are my eyes, so I didn't fuck up and forgot to save. If you liked the episode, it was a longer one, feel free to drop a like. Subscribe to the channel if you like the This Is Football 2003 content. Drop a comment down below if you want me to continue with this, if the series keeps on going after we won the Premier League. However, I'm Nelson92 and I'm signing off with saying, have an amazing day whenever you're watching this, and stay safe out there. Peace out.